everybody. Welcome to Monopoly Ace Uncut. I'm your host, Monopoly Ace, and of course, I want to say I love you all. That's all for it. I gotta say I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about something that might hit people a certain way. People might feel a certain way about this, but it's just me wondering and just asking questions. A question I want to ask is, why do people really have children? Like, what is the point? Because I know there's people out there that really be like, oh, I want a child, I want a kid. And their main thing is they always say, I want to have a kid so I could love them like my parents never loved me. It's just weird to me because then these same people have these children and pay them no mind. Do nothing for them, right? This is real. I'm serious, so serious. People have children out of spite for their parents or for whatever the reason is. Then they get these children and they don't raise them, right? Because people don't even know what raising children means, right? Some people think it's, I got to buy my kid every Jordan that comes out. Jordan don't even, first of all, these kids don't even know who Jordan is. Second, Jordan don't care about you at all. And that doesn't make a person, you know? So spoiling your kids is no good. Harming your children, beating them is no good. It's like nothing you do with children is good because a child is always going to grow up to be whatever they're meant to be, right? But what I'm saying is, I noticed I never really seen a parent that was an all-around parent, right? Because, well, let me not say matter of fact, I never seen it, right? Although I have like my Titi Cindy, they have amazing children. My Titi Cindy and her husband, I believe they're the closest that I know that has like a all-around disciplined, fun, happy, strict life, and it worked, right? Everybody else I know, they either spoil their kids or they pay them no mind. But either way, it's bad, right? So I know people that spoil their kids, but these kids come home, they don't check their book bags, they don't ask them about work, they don't even hang out with them, talk to them, chill with them, nothing. The kids come home, they go in the room, and that's it, right? To me, you're supposed to be on top of everything your child does and is doing. You're supposed to actually guide your child, right? You have to be strict in the guidance of your child or children. Not saying you have to force them to do things, but you have to let them know that you have the best knowledge of where you see your child going. Because you made the child. You're supposed to put the child on the path they belong. You're supposed to pay attention to your child and know enough of what your child is great at. And you are supposed to put them on that path and give them everything they need to be great at that. I don't see people doing that. People are scared to yell at their kids. People are scared to feel like they doing something wrong. Like, it's sad the way it is now. It's really sad. And I'm not even going to say it the way it is now because it's always been sad. People having kids forever and it's just been sad. There's only like a handful of times you get parents that understand the all-around parenting. You know, you got to be an all-around parent. You got to be fun. You got to be strict. You got to be stern. You got to be smart. You got to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to be caring but also heartless because you can't care about how they feel when you're telling them something they need to know or something that you are really, like when you're giving them real game, you have to be sturdy with that and not care how they feel about it, you know? But some people, a lot of people don't see that or do that. They just let their children do whatever they want and fall into the path of everybody else's life. Like, so a child would want to be like his friends or say, oh, but my friend's parents do this, and then that parent feels bad. And Then this whole holiday stuff. Like, why do we still celebrate these holidays? Why do parents not break the cycle and teach the truth? You have to tell your children the truth. You need to start learning the truth for yourself so then you can give it to your children. Because if you still stuck in this holiday stuff, that means you're still like, you know what I mean? It's cool to celebrate things, but it's also a must that you acknowledge that these things are fake and made up, or not even made up, but they're based on things that are bad. And they put like cartoon characters in front of it to make it seem like it's for children. But we know, not we know, but a lot of people know the truth about holidays is, ooh, nasty work, disgusting majority of this stuff. And also, our months are wrong. So a lot of this stuff is just all wrong, but we still pass it down like it's tradition. But why? Tradition is horrible because they gave us horrible tradition. We need to break that cycle too, but people don't. People just want to keep going. And then it's another thing. These parents, they celebrate these things still after a report card comes with failing grades. Like, what? I don't understand. If this child is failing, why are we celebrating? Should be no celebrating if people are not winning and doing the best, right? You only celebrate when you're winning. So this whole thing about, I don't know, it's just a lot, but that's just my point of view. My point of view. You know, everybody has their own opinion and their stance on things. So, you know, whatever. I'm just saying, like, people need to calm down and relax on the baby making until they realize what's really needed to create a human being. Because that baby, right? You want a baby because it's cute. You want to spoil, but that baby turns into a grown up. That baby turns into someone who's going to be in the world, like out there amongst other people. Hence, as you can see, people have been doing so bad at raising children these days, or for these past decades, that now we have, look what we got outside. Like, look what we got. Listen to the news. Watch the news. Pay attention to what you see outside. And then you would then tell me, are people doing it right? No. Just close your legs. Put your peepees away. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just relax. Having a baby has nothing to do with sex and everything to do with understanding that that baby is going to be a person in the world. You don't want a horrible person. You want a great person that adds to the world, not takes away. I'm out. I'm Monopoly Ace. Tune in.